Aside from the part about dying, I still want to date your sister.
I've written fists full of poems, dripping with longing, love, anger, frustration, worship, adoration. Sock me in the gut. I'm too old to feel the schoolgirl kind of crush type of poems about you. You and the audience know I don't mean you. And you likely isn't even here. Yeah, I don't see you, which is why I can say it. I love you. And it's Valentine's Day, right? So it seems appropriate, if not ironic, that I would confess that I love you to you in a room full of strangers and you aren't here to hear my confession. That's the way I like it. Safe. I wish I had the courage of this boy in my 9th grade geometry class. He sat in front of me and passed back a note. It said, "Will you go with me?" It even had instructions. Check yes or no. The note left a lasting impression, though the answer was no, which is what I'm afraid of, what we're all afraid of. I've been able to avoid having to ask you, do you love me, yes or no, until now, because we're friends. That's it, just friends, because you loved her. I could love you, long for you, ache for you from an emotional distance. Safe. You would joke with me and say never, as if someday you and me might be me and you, not you and her, might be us, might be something more. But I never believed that never would ever be ever, and never now, like wow, now. What now? What do we do now that there's no her? It reminds me of when I was a young girl standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon, peering deep down into the valley, that dizzying pit of fear in my stomach, but that mesmerizing pull of gravity. Like the first time I saw you across a crowded room and you beeline toward me, and Miss Always Confident tripped over her words and couldn't look you in the eye because I thought I might burst with joy at having found you. Your soft hair, sweet smile, the way you tease me and make me blush as if I were 16. How you play your guitar as if nothing else in the world exists, and I close my eyes, become your guitar, my senses like steel strings taut and humming. What do we do now? No. What do I do now? I will do what I don't do best. I will be patient. I will love you out loud only in a crowd when you aren't there. And I will hope against hope that when the time comes to pass you that note, there can only be one answer. You can't live without me. Do you love me? Check yes. Thank you.
It's an old dish rag. We got in a fight about it. I'm not a hoarder. I had the dish rag out to clean up for dinner. I made for her and others at our party. Now I cook for myself. The last thing I made, I tried to forget as it was a meal alone. I think back as to why this person, this beautiful writer, left. As a reason surely wasn't our argument over this old dish rag. Why she left? I reflect. I work for myself. I've called her Daisy Buchanan. I think she left for greener pastures, ones that don't exist in my yard or in my wallet.
There's something about being alone in a train station. The silence is capturing. Just my feet beating against the asphalt, a tune only I can hear. Dancing is the closest thing I've gotten to freedom, so in this silent train station, I free myself to the rhythm of my heartbeat. It goes still when I see you. Staring across the train tracks, your eyes catch mine, and for this moment in time, we have our own dance. One of confusion, but we don't stop until we reach an understanding. See, I've got you in my rhythm now. Tell me you don't like the way our hearts create symphonies. We've got infinity in this moment, or at least until the train comes. And I realize which side you're standing on, headed in the opposite direction. Our connection seems lost in a cacophony of questions. Where are you going? Where did you come from? What's keeping you from crossing these tracks? Don't you want to continue our dance? 'Cause it's midnight in a train station and we're making this moment ours. We've got time to lose ourselves in futile romance. This dance was made for us to keep us moving, so baby, come on. And cross those tracks, leave what you're heading towards behind and find us, alone, in a train station just waiting for love or a ride home.
It's called the age game. 30 once 20, 40 once 20, 30 desires 20, maybe 30, 40 if odd, 40 settles for 40, happy with 30, took 50 desperately, 50 searches 30, feels dirty with 20, still attracted to 40, 30 feels safe with early 40, 20 or 30, definitely a trophy if over 50. 60 fantasizes about younger days, worried that things won't work. 50 looks for a partner, fulfillment, happy with any sort of attraction. What is attraction? Love. 70 still ogles vivaciousness, not so much sex, well, maybe a little. Misses what was, longs for what can never be again. The fountain was never found. 60 cares for 70 or 80, remembers past decades. The TV flashes in a dark room. The horizontal hold doesn't hold anymore.
Good.
This poem I'm going to do is the only kind of love poem I have. It's called Oh Mickey, You're So Fine. In my search for a role model, there was no better choice than you. You who built an empire around your head and never let anything get to it. You who exemplifies everything I admire, the perfect package all rolled into one, blending purity with honesty and a little childlike naivete. You are someone to look up to. Mickey, last name Mouse, and you shared it with her. I wonder if you ever considered taking her last name. Nah, you were here first. Probably the only thing you ever demanded. Mickey, I am in awe of you. It's been over 50 years and I still see you two together, having never left each other's side for a second. Mickey, have your eyes ever wandered? I mean, there are a lot of cute girls in your kingdom. Haven't you ever been curious? Have you ever stopped and stared a little too long, let a hug linger thinking about how difficult it would be to ever let go? Or have you only shared these moments with her, the only one you were meant for? Mickey, I find your will amazing. You are something to be admired because we all wish we could be like you. All of us wish we knew that the person we currently hold hands with is forever. Mickey, you are so lucky, and you have never screwed it up for anything. I wish I could be more like you. Have the conviction and faith that you carry openly. For her love, you have given her magic every night. The world is jealous of your relationship. We know that there is nothing we can do about it. So don't let us destroy you like we have done so many others. Don't let our envious eyes tear you two apart. Don't let us take away your magic. You are the role model for all of us, the only ones who have ever got it right.
I am against automatic paper towel dispensers in public bathrooms. I am for piano movers. I am against reruns of The Price is Right. I am for bubbles. I am against poison ivy. I am for go-karts. I am against traffic jams. I am for percolator coffee pots. I am against John Boehner. I am against slot machines. I am for John Boehner playing slot machines. I am against cold, dead hands. I am for hot pillow motels. I am against alarm clocks. I am for quickies. I am against self-aggrandizing. I am for self-checkout. I am for barbershop quartets, butter sugar sandwiches, and guys on airplanes who carefully stay still when the lady sitting next to them, who they do not know, falls asleep on their shoulder. I am against ironing boards. I am for Lon Chaney. I am against Dick Cheney. I am for 80-year-old volunteers named Gloria. I am against 80-year-old volunteers named Gloria when they take up the whole grocery aisle. I am for Mount Rushmore. I am against Rush Limbaugh. I am for Dr. Seuss. I am against Dr. Phil. I am for tacos. I am against that guy in the Escalade who turned onto Broadview Road right in front of my Mini Cooper and made me swerve even there was no one behind me. I am for sparklers. I am for orgasms. I am for sparkling orgasms. I am against ingrown toenails. I am for glass elevators. I am against glass ceilings. I am for crazy straws, hula hoops, and unicycles. I am against green Jell-O molds with little things floating inside of them. I am for penguins. I am against spanking. I am for spanking. I am against listing another against. I am for teardrops.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy, I'm crazy, crazy, loco. Coyote, it's me, buddy. Broken wing, busted heartstring, buddy. Remember, I was last seen doing that age-old do-si-do with my shadow. Following those Fred Astaire cutout footprints all over the dance floor, looking more like Fred Flintstone, empty pockets hanging out, pants falling down around the crack of my ass, but still keeping the beat to memory's marimba, that delicate and rhythmic hemorrhaging, el corazón sangriente, spinning this way like every woman that ever walked out on me, spinning this way like every woman I ever walked out on, right out here to the intersection of Desperation Drive and Oblivion Boulevard. I was scouring the gutter for hours for that lost phone number for a last call, and love letter obituaries were blowing between my legs. I was clutching a one-way ticket back to Cleveland. I ain't going back there yet. Remember? I was last seen at that end of the bar with the other members of the Busted Balls Club, comparing our blue I love you tattoos blurring to the fat of our biceps, trying to find another title for the same old done me wrong that drones on in the back jukebox till somebody shouts, "Shut up already about her!" Her drowned name surfacing one last time to his bloated sailor lips so it sounds like your name. Like a wave of the sea, washing over me. Empty. Empty as that 15th shot of tequila. Might as well embalm my heart, thank you, honey. Might as well embalm my heart and send it to the Louvre. Let a French art student swallow it whole. She Frankensteined me, took me to part bit by bit, put me back together again with all the other stiffs who couldn't fit the fine print list. By the end of it, I felt like a crash test dummy. Crazy, I know, I got no choice but to live with my choices. I know that even escape from desire is desire. But which way home? When there's nothing there but an empty bed, an empty bottle, the blue flame of a grade B 2-star movie licking the ceiling of the bedroom? Crazy. Once I thought home was a woman. Once I thought home was a poem about a woman. And once I found home down in my worn down shoes, I two-step out to that intersection. Remember? You picked me up. You said, love, bro. Love, bro, ain't somewhere where you live. It's what you take with you all the time. Crazy. Remember? Thank you very much, everybody.